The Bank of Justice in Cameroon is bankrupt. And one of the things you should be praying for is that what you should never have something to do with the court in Cameroon. Because if you have, you will never have justice. Because the judicial system in Cameroon is corrupt. When we talk about corrupt, it is rotten. Today we are going to look through the Constitution of Cameroon for you to understand why it is corrupt up to this point. That thousands of innocent Cameroonians are perishing in prison for nothing. Their offenses, just because they maybe stood against the government, or they have a little problem with elite, or with politicians, or with top businessmen, or with top government officials. This is just what they have as a problem. Or they have problem with somebody who is connected, and they just decided to take them and dump them in prison. Today on TFA Talking Point, we are going to look through this. Why so much corruption within the judicial system in Cameroon? The first thing is that I went through the Constitution. That is the 1996 Constitution, Article 37, Sub 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to read it for you, for us to go through it gradually, for you to understand that if the CPDM remain in power, there would never be any justice in Cameroon. Just forget about it. So if this is your first time joining TFA Talking Point, please subscribe to our channel. Article 37, Sub 1, it says, justice shall be administered in the authority of the Republic in the name of the people of Cameroon, not in the name of President Pobia, not in the name of top government officials, not in the name of elite, not in the name of top businessmen and women, not in the name of a connection or godfather or favoritism or tribalism or nepotism or bribe or corruption, but in the name of the people of Cameroon. Sub 2 say, judicial power shall be exercised by the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, and Tribunal. The judicial power shall be independent of the executive and legislative power. Meaning they shall be independent, meaning the judicial power shall be upon those who are in that domain, judges, magistrates, lawyers, and many other people in that department. But in Cameroon, it is not like that. The judicial system in Cameroon is just like a department of the executive arm of the government, that they are being paid, governed, and directed. They are just like employees to the executive arm of the government. It continues, it says that what magistrate of the bench in the discharge of their duties be governed only by the law and their conscience, meaning the constitution and the penal code should be the one that should be guiding magistrate and their own conscience, that what they are doing is right. The justice they are giving is right. Not that they have to be judging and depending and waiting for the president to react. If the person comes to court and say, I'm related to President Pobia, you have to change the judgment. Or I'm related to top government official, you change the judgment. Or I'm related to this or A or B who is connected, you change the judgment. Or I'm related to the person who gave you bribe, you change the judgment. That is what the Constitution is talking about. But it should be according to the law and according to their conscience. But because they have sold their conscience to the devil, they don't have any conscience. Because I always say that one of the things that will keep on reminding you that you have done something right, will never compromise, is your conscience. But because these people do not have, they don't care about anything. Their conscience is not functioning. So the only thing is for us to remove them and put those with conscience in power in the judicial bench. It continues. Sub 3 says that the president of the republic shall guarantee the independence of judicial power. Now, the constitution is contradicting because this constitution was drafted by the CPDM. It was drafted by the CPDM militants in their own favor. They say it shall be independent. And then they are coming back now to say the president of the republic shall guarantee this. And the president of the republic is the head of the executive arm of the government, in which the executive arm of the government is independent to the judicial arm of the government. It continued there, says that what? He, that is the president of the republic, shall appoint members of the full bench and of the legal department. He is the one appointing magistrates, judges, and whosoever within that. He is the one appointing them, and he has the power to dismiss them. He has the power to remove them from their power, from their position. He has the power to cut their salary and whatsoever. So they are just like a department of the executive. They are all loyal to him because everybody has this little selfishness within them. So they want promotion, and if you want promotion, you must be loyal to the president of the Republic of Cameroon. So there is no way you can put the relatives or anybody who maybe the president have given you an order and say that a person should be released, you should be set free. Or that property that they came with it, take that property from those common people and hand it over to this top government official. The judge will not refuse it because he is in need of promotion. And then it went ahead, that sub 3 went ahead and said that what? He who is the president of the republic shall be assisted in these tasks by the higher judicial council. And do you know who is the higher judicial council president, the chairperson of the higher judicial council in Cameroon? Is President Paul Biya. President Paul Biya is now assisting himself because the constitution says President Paul Biya, the president of the republic, shall be assisted in this task of appointing members of this bench by who? By the higher judicial council. And President Paul Biya is the president of the higher judicial council, who shall give him its opinion on all nomination for the bench and on disciplinary action against judicial and legal officials. The organization and functioning of the higher judicial council shall be defined by the law. So this is the whole issue that I keep on telling you people, that there can never be any justice in Cameroon because President Paul Biya is the chairperson, the president of the higher judicial council. And he is still the one appointing all the judges in Cameroon. So the constitution says he shall be assisted by the higher judicial council. So President Paul Biya is being assisted by himself. He is the one assisting himself in appointing all these people. And that is where the problem is. So the only thing in Cameroon that can set Cameroonians free is the CPDM to disappear. That is the only solution to this whole issue. If they are there because they have created a system where all of them are aware of it, no change. There will be no change in Cameroon. President Paul Biya is a dictator. And he has selected the most wicked set of people all over Cameroon, even from your own family, from your village, from your subdivision, from your division and your region, form a government. And he has taken away their conscience. They don't have conscience. Bought them all, and they are all under him as slaves, all loyal to him, at the detriment of the people of Cameroon, while they are perishing in prison. So can there be any justice in Cameroon under the leadership of President Paul Biya? My answer is no. What is your own answer?